Before we jump into today's show, I want to do a mailbag soon since we didn't have a live show this week. So I want you guys to send in your best trade ideas and use the hashtag Chiefs. That way I can filter through the comments and find the best ones. The best ones will get on the show. So juicy trade ideas. If you have other questions, use hashtag Chiefs. We might work those in as well, but I'm trying to do a trade mailbag. So send them my way in the comment section of this video. And with that being said, time for a show here on the Chiefs Report. Today's Chiefs Report is presented by Roan. Summertime is here. They got their summer polos that are very comfortable with their stretchy fabric. Go check them out. Use code ChatSports at roan.com/chatsports to get 20% off at checkout. Coming up on today's show, 5 Kansas City Chiefs bold predictions for 2023. We'll go one by one as we go through my predictions for the year of 2023. Number one, and it's not necessarily things that are just going to happen on the field. I still think DeAndre Hopkins signs. It's a bold prediction. Obviously, he could go elsewhere, but I think there's a reason he remains unsigned at this point in time. We keep hearing about how the New England Patriots are clear front runners. Well, if that's the case, why hasn't he signed there yet? I think he's holding out hope that the Chiefs come in and make a decent offer. And if you're DeAndre Hopkins, coming to Kansas City makes a lot of sense. We know the kind of talent that Hopkins brings, what he brings to the table in terms of production and on-field expectation. The last couple of years, again, his numbers have been a little bit down for a variety of reasons, but when he's on the field, his presence is still felt. He is still capable of being a number one receiver, and I still believe that Hopkins signing with the Chiefs makes way too much sense for a multitude of reasons. Number one, he told us in an interview before he even got cut by the Cardinals what his criteria was if he were to go to a good team. He wants to go to an elite a team with an elite quarterback. Well, come play with Patrick Mahomes. That's reason number one. Number two, you've never contended at a high level in the playoffs. Come chase a Super Bowl ring. This team's won 2 of the last 4 Super Bowls and has been in 5 straight AFC Championship games. Pretty good chance you're going to go deep in the playoffs if you sign with the Chiefs. And from the Chiefs' standpoint, they still need a number one wide receiver. They don't have that. The Chiefs have a good crop of receivers: Kadarius Toney, Marquez Valdes-Scantling, Sky Moore, Rashee Rice, Richie James, Justin Watson, Justin Ross. There's some good depth here, but you don't have that true number one. And even if Hopkins isn't peak DeAndre Hopkins anymore, he still would project to be your top receiver by a pretty decent margin in 2023. I think it makes a lot of sense for Hopkins. I think it makes sense for Chiefs. Obviously, you got to figure out the money, but that part of it can be figured out. I still think it gets done. It's a bold prediction of mine. Will the Chiefs sign DeAndre Hopkins? Type S for sign, or you can type P for pass. Get your predictions in down in the comments below, S for sign or P for pass. Next up on our bold predictions for 2023, Isiah Pacheco. He's going to rush for 1,000+ yards. I think he reaches that milestone this year. I mean, last year he rushed for 830 and 5 touchdowns, and he wasn't named the starter until midway through the season. Only 170 carries. He gets 30 more. He gets to 200, 220 carries. I think he gets to 1,000 pretty easily. And the Chiefs have not had a 1,000-yard rusher since 2017 when Kareem Hunt did it, when he rushed for 1,327 yards that season. He would have done it in 2018, but as we know, he got kicked off the team midseason. I think Pacheco reaches 1,000 yards, and I think he's able to do it fairly easily. All right, today's show sponsor, it is Roan. I'm rocking one of their polos today. The men's closet was due for a radical reinvention, and Roan stepped up to the challenge with their commuter collection. It has the most comfortable and breathable set of products known to man, and here is why. They help you get ready for any occasion with the commuter collection, which offers the world's most comfortable pants, dress shirts, quarter zips, and polos. You never have to worry about what to wear when you have the Roan commuter collection. Mobility is everything in life, and Roan's comfortable 4-way stretch fabric provides breathability, flexibility to leave you free to enjoy whatever life throws your way, whether you're going to work, playing a round of golf, happy hour, whatever the occasion may be. Looking good has always been easy, but feeling comfortable while doing so, that's where Roan steps in. Their wrinkle release technology with wrinkles disappearing as you stretch and wear the products, it is that easy. Also, odor-free technology. Their Gold Fusion anti-odor technology, you're going to be smelling fresh, and their products are machine washable. throw them in the washing machine, air dry them, you are good to go. Use Chat Sports, code Chat Sports at roan.com/Chat Sports. That's RHONE.com/Chat Sports, code Chat Sports to get 20% off at checkout. Next up, Clyde Edwards-Helaire trade. That's another bold prediction. I've been saying this for a few months now. I think trading Clyde Edwards-Helaire would be a benefit for both parties. You look at kind of his declining production during his time in Kansas City. He's had some injuries to deal with. I mean, in the Super Bowl, he was healthy enough to be active. He wasn't. Ronald Jones was active over him. I thought that was pretty telling at the time. I still think it's telling. I think he could benefit from hitting the reset button elsewhere. And then from the Chiefs standpoint, I already mentioned Pacheco. I think he's going to rush for 1,000 yards. You brought back Jarrett McKinnon. Deneric Prince drew a ton of hype and praise during OTAs and minicamp, the undrafted free agent out of Tulsa. So I think he can be RB3. Trade Clyde Edwards-Helaire, make Prince your third running back. He can be your kickoff returner as well, and you're good to go. I don't really expect to get a lot back for CEH, but I like a training camp type of trade. Once an injury occurs elsewhere, a team needs a running back, trade him for a conditional 6th or 7th, move on, give him a fresh start, and just move on at the position within your own team. Should the Chiefs trade Clyde Edwards-Helaire, type T for trade or K for keep? I'd like to see him get a fresh start elsewhere, and I just think his time in Kansas City could be up. Next up, maybe it's not bold at this point. He's already won 2 of them, but he's never gone back-to-back. Patrick Mahomes, I think he wins MVP. I'm calling back-to-back most valuable player trophies for him. He won it last year, won Super Bowl MVP as well. I think it happens again this year. We know what he did last year, completing 67% of his passes, throwing for over 5,000 yards, 41-12 touchdown interception ratio, QB rating of over 105. He had a special season, and I don't see why he can't do it again. As long as Travis Kelce is here to help him out, he'll have that going, especially if he gets DeAndre Hopkins. That would help him as well. But I just think he's a man on a mission. I think he's chasing greatness. I think he's chasing immortality in the NFL, and he's well on his way to doing so. He's never gone back-to-back. I think this year he is able to do so. If you want more Chiefs offseason coverage, be sure to subscribe to the channel today. It's 100% free. We don't charge a dime. Flip on that notification bell once you do so also. That way you never miss a video here on the Chiefs Report. All right, last bold prediction here. George Karlaftis has 10-plus sacks. How about that for a bold prediction? The rookie last year performed pretty well, and especially came on late in the year for this team. First 10 games only had half a sack. The last 7 he had 5.5. So he really picked it up. His QB hits had 6 in the last 7 compared to 5 in the first 10. Really looked like that first-round pick, what they were hoping to get in the last, third, 40% of the season. He was great down the stretch, pretty good in the playoffs as well. So I don't think 10 sacks is out of the realm of possibility. He had 6 last year. Why not ramp it up? Get 3, 4 more. Get to double digits and really be that number 2 guy next to Chris Jones on this defensive line, especially if the Chiefs don't add a player here at that edge position. I think Karlaftis projects to be the most productive one at that spot. All right, there you go. 5 bold predictions from me. What is your number 1 bold prediction for 2023 involving the Chiefs, or hell, anything else? Maybe you have an NFL bold prediction. Let me know in the comments, and we'll see you guys soon here on the Chiefs Report.